Hello friends and welcome back. Sometimes, losing something doesn't mean it's the end. Instead, it is life pushing you to aim higher. Today's story will give you new hope, so read until the end to learn this powerful lesson. The story, The Safe Nest. Once upon a time, an old temple stood high in the mountains. Its marble walls were covered in moss, and its courtyard was completely quiet. In the center of the yard sat a massive bronze bell. It hadn't been rung in many years, so it was covered in dust, and birds flew right past it without caring. However, a little sparrow named Olivia noticed something special about it. She saw that the hollow inside of the bell was the perfect spot for a home. It was cool in the summer and safe in the rain. Olivia began carrying twigs in her beak, one by one, to build her nest. She lined it with soft feathers and worked hard with a happy heart. "This is my safe place," Olivia said to herself. "Nothing can hurt me here." For a long time, Olivia lived a peaceful life. She sang beautiful songs in the morning and rested in the afternoon. She truly believed the bell would never ring again, and she felt completely secure. A sudden change. But life is a way of changing when we least expect it. One morning, footsteps echoed through the courtyard. The temple monks had gathered together. They looked up at the old bell and decided that, after many years, it was time to ring it again to call the villagers to prayer. Olivia had no idea what was happening as she sat happily in her nest. Boom! A monk struck the bell. A massive, thunderous noise filled the air. The bell shook violently, and Olivia's nest broke apart. Twigs fell to the ground, and feathers scattered everywhere. In just 1 second, her beautiful home was destroyed. Terrified, Olivia flew out into the courtyard, circling around in shock. Her safe world was gone. She cried out in her heart, "Why did this happen to me? What did I do wrong? Why did life take away my home?" The journey through the dark. With a heavy heart and tired wings, Olivia flew away from the temple. She had nowhere to go. For days, she wandered around. She searched through valleys and rested on random tree branches, but nowhere felt like home. She grew tired, hungry, and felt like giving up. But a small voice inside her whispered, "Keep flying. Keep searching. Don't stop now." So, Olivia kept moving. She chose to believe that she would find a new home somewhere. A new and better start. One afternoon, Olivia followed the sound of rushing water. It led her into a hidden, beautiful spot in the forest. Sunlight filtered gently through the trees, and the air smelled fresh and sweet. Berry bushes were full of fruit, and a clear stream sparkled nearby. The tree branches here were thick and strong, perfect for a home. Olivia stopped and looked around, unable to believe her eyes. It looked like paradise. With fresh hope, Olivia started over. She built a new nest, twig by twig. This time, she was wiser and more careful. She chose stronger sticks and laid them down patiently. In the end, this nest was much bigger and stronger than her first one. When she finished, Olivia sat inside her new home. A gentle breeze brushed past her, and a stream sang a soothing song. She looked around and smiled. "This is much better than the old bell," she thought. Suddenly, Olivia realized something important. If the bell had never rung, she would have stayed stuck inside that dark, hollow space forever. She would have never discovered this beautiful garden. Losing her first home wasn't the end. It was the start of something much better. The lesson for us. Life is exactly like Olivia's story. We all build our own nests, our homes, our jobs, or our relationships. We feel safe and assume nothing will ever change. But one day, life shakes our world, and everything we know falls apart. In those tough moments, we often ask, "Why me? Why did I lose what I love?" The pain feels heavy, and the future looks scary. But just like Olivia, we must keep flying and keep searching. The end of one chapter is not the end of your entire story. What feels like a terrible loss is often just a fresh start in disguise. The things we lose can lead us to much greater places, places we never even dreamed of. The very bell that destroyed Olivia's nest was the same bell that set her free. It forced her out of her comfort zone and brought her to paradise. So, when your world shakes, do not be afraid. Do not think it is the end. Keep your spirit strong, keep moving forward, and keep building. Your next chapter might just be the most beautiful one yet. The ultimate takeaway. Don't fear the shaking. Trust the flight. When your world falls apart, it isn't the end of your story. It is life breaking your cage to remind you that you have wings. Sometimes, a painful loss is just a fierce push out of your comfort zone toward the paradise you actually deserve. Keep moving, keep believing, and keep flying. Motivation life lesson from this story. Here are the top 10 motivational life lessons we can learn from Olivia the Sparrow's story to help us face our own challenges with strength. 1. Comfort zones can limit your potential. Olivia loved the old bell because it was easy and safe, but it kept her trapped in a dark, dusty space. The lesson: feeling completely comfortable isn't always a good thing. Sometimes, staying where you feel safe stops you from exploring the wider, more beautiful world outside. 2. Pain often comes before growth. The moment the bell rang, Olivia experienced absolute terror and heartbreak. The lesson: true change and growth are rarely comfortable. The most difficult, painful moments of your life are often the ones that shake you awake and prepare you for a major step forward. 3. Change is unavoidable, so embrace it. Olivia expected the bell to never ring again, but life had other plans. The lesson: nothing stays the same forever. Instead of assuming your current situation is permanent, accept that change is a natural part of life. Embracing change makes you flexible and resilient. 4. Loss is a fresh start in disguise. Olivia felt like her life was ruined when her nest fell apart. Yet, losing that nest was exactly what forced her to find paradise. The lesson: when a door closes or when you lose something you love, it hurts deeply. However, look at it as life clearing away the old to make room for something much greater. 5. Never stop moving when times get tough. Even when Olivia was exhausted, hungry, and wanted to give up, a voice inside told her to keep flying. Keep searching. The lesson: when disaster strikes, do not sit down in defeat. Even if you can only take small steps, keep moving forward. Momentum is the enemy of despair. 6. Trust the inner voice that gives you hope. In her darkest moments, Olivia chose to believe that a better place existed somewhere out there. The lesson: your intuition and positive belief system are your greatest assets. When external circumstances look dark, listen to the quiet voice inside you that whispers, "You can handle this." Keep going. 7. Use past failures to build a stronger future. When Olivia arrived at the forest, she didn't build her nest the exact same way. She learned from her past, chose stronger sticks, and laid them down patiently. The lesson: experience makes you wiser. Use the lessons from your past heartbreaks, mistakes, or failures to build your next venture, relationship, or career stronger than before. 8. The environment you belong in is much bigger than you think. Olivia thought a hollow bronze bell was paradise until she saw the actual forest glade with fruit trees and fresh streams. The lesson: do not settle for less just because you haven't seen what else is out there. Aim higher, dream bigger, and realize that you deserve a life full of abundance, not just survival. 9. The very thing that breaks you can set you free. The loud bell that destroyed Olivia's home was ultimately the savior that rescued her from a stagnant, hidden life. The lesson: hard times don't come to break you. They come to wake you up. The challenges that push you out of your comfort zone are often blessings in disguise because they liberate you from situations that no longer serve you. 10. Your next chapter can be your best chapter. Olivia's second nest was larger, stronger, and surrounded by beauty. Her life became infinitely better after the disaster. The lesson: no matter how bad things look right now, your story isn't finished. Keep faith in your journey, because your next chapter, your next breakthrough, or your next home might just be the most beautiful one yet. Final thought. Friends, the end of one chapter is never the end of your story. Your next nest, your next breakthrough, is going to be the most beautiful one yet. If you found value in this lesson, please like, share, and subscribe to help us spread this message of hope to the world. Leave a comment below with the word FLY if you are ready to embrace your next chapter. Take care of yourself, stay strong, and keep flying. And I'll see you in the next story.